Let's go and speak to an Arsenal fan right now. Brandon joins us on the final word. Good evening, Brandon.
Good evening, lads. How are you doing?
Yeah, very well. Not as good as Arsenal today. League Cup final winners in the women's game and 4 points out of 6 now against City.
Yeah, we're going to win it all, men's and women's. You know?
That's the dream, eh?
I got a question for you two, right? Honestly, if Arsenal turned up today, was naive, went to City, went, you have a go, we have a go, they'd be saying, oh, it's same old Arsenal, they never learn. That was a top away performance today. That City fan you just had on, by the way, sour grapes, she's crying her eyes out. She's absolutely hilarious. Laughing all the way back to London, boys.
Well, like you say, listen, it was a mature performance today, and that maturity in Arsenal, and I really do think Declan Rice plays a massive part of that as being the leader that he is. You know, that is what can possibly win you the league, Brandon.
Well, that's what I mean. I keep saying that Liverpool can't win the league with Endo in midfield. As good as he's been this season, I think he's overperforming. But only the real best teams can win the league with that proper number 6 in there. And I just think it's out of Arsenal and City. But look, Rice is probably a level above Rodri this season for me.
So you're saying the league's title is debated on who the holding midfielder is? Who's got the better holding midfielder?
I do.
Not based on the goals.
The goals?
Yeah, like who scored, like normally it's based on who's the main striker gets 25, 26 goals, isn't it, per season?
No. Well, no, look, we've got the best goal difference in the league. So I don't think goals does it this year. Arsenal spreading the goals out. Haaland, you can see today, he's in Saliba's back pocket and Gabriel. So, you know, he was though. He normally has a great game, but he's in the back pocket today. Get a bit physical to him, he can't handle it.
Sit in your own box, he can't handle it as well. There's no space for him to run in behind. So it's a good game plan, really. It's a good game plan.
Wicked game plan.
Yeah.
No, I think we were top class away performance today. City fans, by the way, leaving at the 86th minute. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, boys.
Brandon, do you know what? I think I'm not a Manchester City fan, okay? I want to get a Manchester City fan on to come and debate you about what you've just been saying. Let's get James, the Man City fan. He was at the game this afternoon. Good evening, James.
Hiya, lads, you okay?
Yeah, have you just heard what Brandon just said about the game today and the thoughts? He reckons a lot of you were leaving early and all that kind of stuff. What did you make of Arsenal today, James? And then I'll get Brandon back on to have his say.
They came with a game plan. They wanted to sit with 11 men behind the ball. They didn't come and win a game. If you look back at when City have won the league for the last 4 or 5 years, we have never, ever sat behind the ball like that. That was awful. Absolutely awful to watch. They've had 3,000 fans travel up and watch that, and they're singing about that being a great performance. It was shocking.
Brandon, the floor is yours, sir.
All I've got to say is we didn't come to entertain you, mate. We came for our point, and we've got 4 points off you this season, and we'll take that. See you later, mate, and have a lovely trip home, son. All the way back to London.
Right, listen.
3 points at home was a deflection. Absolutely woeful club. Woeful, mate. Absolutely woeful.
What can you do?
Well, Brandon and James, you know who's laughing hardest this afternoon is the Liverpool fans, because they're the ones in the pole position.
Not with midfield.
They are. Look. City will still be there. Last game of the season. I think Liverpool are the ones to beat. It'll be Arsenal. They've still got some big games. You know, Tottenham will probably ruin their season as they normally do. And I think, to be honest, City are still going to get the title.
All right, I'm going to go with it. Brandon, who's winning the league this season?
It's got to be the Arsenal, innit?
James, who's winning the league this season?
We go for 4 in a row.
4 in a row. It's never been done. Brilliant. Thank you, Brandon, and thank you, James. Great sports here on the Final Word on talkSPORT. I love that. I love letting people talk to each other about it, and the banter flows. Absolutely brilliant. As I just said, though, to these boys, Troy, they're arguing amongst themselves. Liverpool just getting on with it.
They're chilling. They're going, go on then. Staying there slowly, just under the radar. No one's really backing Liverpool. Although, I did back them on BBC Match of the Day about 4 or 5 weeks ago and got laughed at, so I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with my selection so far.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, of course, you know, earlier on today, Liverpool at Anfield, they went a goal behind after 2 minutes. Danny Welbeck, what a guy he is, still doing it at the highest level. And then, of course, they come back. That seems to be the the thing, and we're speaking to our colleague Perry Groves as he came off air this afternoon, and he said, I don't think Liverpool can keep doing that. They can't keep coming back. Well, I think they can. This is Liverpool.
They missed a lot of chances as well.
Yeah.
Salah missed loads of chances today. I know he got his goal in the end, but that could have been out of sight early doors. And I like the way that Liverpool are still getting the results. Obviously, got a lot of young players coming into the squad as well. But they're going to have Trent coming back. They're going to have Robertson coming back. They're only going to get better. The keeper's coming back as well. So they're only going to get better as this season, comes to its, most difficult time.
And I know Brandon, the Arsenal fan, they kept mentioning Endo. He doesn't like Endo for some reason.
I don't get that one.
He's having a great season. And the thing is, when you go to win a league, as we know, and we saw it with Leicester, all you need is one good season
Absolutely.
of being at the highest level that you can possibly be, and you can win leagues with players.
And he kind of counteracted his own argument now, didn't he? Because he said Rice has performed better than Rodri this year.
Yeah.
But that's saying that Rodri's better than Rice overall.
Yeah.
But Endo ain't good enough, so he's all over the place. But Arsenal will be happy today. It's a long drive home, so wish them well.
Arsenal fan here. Arsenal had the better chances. How did we not try to win? Jesus and Trossard were probably the best chances of the game. They should have won it. This is Stephen Stokes said, it's funny listening to Arsenal fans now the table's turned. When Stoke used to park the bus to get a point, they whinged like little kids for weeks.
Good.
Now apparently it's Manchester City's fans whinging. Arsenal are the worst fans in Europe. That's from Steve the Stoke fan. It's not from me, okay? Arsenal fans, come on and back your team, man. 03717 223344. Did we see a new Arsenal side tonight? More maturity, more still, or did they just spoil the most hype game of the season? And Liverpool fans, have you won this Sunday? Keep those calls and WhatsApps coming in to us. You've been smashing it with the voice notes these past few weeks, and we want to hear it from more of you guys. 03717 223344. We'll have more tunes from Troy's Jukebox as well. It's the final word phone in here on talkSPORT.